Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Operating from the gun, Freeman. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Through the middle of the field. Inside the 10. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there. 81 yards. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. We thought that may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not, just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
At the 26-yard line.
Brady gonna throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Simpson. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Completes it to Miller. Here is 3rd and 5. Brady to throw again. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
One 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Off play action, Freeman. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
That's attempted early scramble can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
At the 39-yard line.
Looking to throw. Freeman. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Makes it third down and 12 yards to go.
Back to throw. Freeman. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Fourth down.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And this is caught. Jennings. There he goes, left side. Inside the 10. Touchdown. Jalen Coker. An 80-yard touchdown. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Fasano here brings it in. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here we go on 2nd and 12. McKinnon here, it's complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Freeman. He'll try and do this himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
At the 43-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. They'll run it with Sproles. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. 2nd and 13. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Here's 3rd and 10.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Back to throw. Freeman. Now he's going to step up and run. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The visitors' offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they're trying to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. To throw, it's Brady. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 13. But it brings up 3rd.
Let's see if they can pick it up here with a fullback Felton. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play.
2nd and 6.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Sproles. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Operating from the gun, Freeman. He's across midfield and finally taken down at the 30-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Sproles. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Freeman. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And this is going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Brady. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. To throw is Brady. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a 1st down. On play action, it's Brady. Got a man complete to Miller. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Brady again. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as they have taken the lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
Our home team, 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6.
A 3-yard pickup.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. Sproles. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Freeman. And that is incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Turner. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Brady. It's Miller, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Brady. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. Now he'll tuck this and run. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a handoff line through the middle. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
A gain of 2.
This is 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Freeman. And quick throw here, that's complete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Freeman. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
They'll take over.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
That's going to be caught downfield by Miller. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. This pass into the hands of Turner. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Brady. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. We're facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Turner. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. And for the 2nd time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. This from 36 yards out. And his kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Throwing to start the drive. Freeman. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Operating from the gun, Freeman. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So halftime straight ahead, and that means we go to Scott Hansen. It is our EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott, take it away.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Throwing now is Brady. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Brady going to throw. And that is incomplete here.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good return, but he pays the price at the end of it as he's picked up and thrown down. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And this will be taken at the 13. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
First and 10 at the 37.
Simpson reels it in over the middle. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd and 1 at the 47-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's turned. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 63 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
A gain of 12.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Brady. Sanders has it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
It's a gain of 10. Result is a first
Now
down.
Brady. Targets Miller here on the out route. He's got him. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
At the 30-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up
Brady down to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders.
Brady's pass.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
To throw, it's Brady. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
We may be looking at the scoreboard. This offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
First down. First and goal at the
To throw is Brady. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Charles, a well-drawn-up play, beautifully executed, and look at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 2nd half. They are on their way to a 1-0 start to this season.
Exactly what every team in the league dreams of: winning your season opener, getting off to that good start, and building confidence for the rest of the season.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. A dump off to Sproles. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Freeman working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
And a first down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And some room to run now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And once again, they go with Sproles. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. The Fasano here brings it in. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Another first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second.
Operating from the gun. Freeman. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Freeman. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down in what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll try to run it now with Sproles. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2.
The offense will line up.
They'll try and throw for him. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. Completes it to Jennings. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Turner. Boy, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Turner. And a good run here as he'll run the all the way down to the 40-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Brady. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Third down and the 11.
Here's Brady to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he stopped immediately there. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. The offense on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now Brady. That's caught at the 3. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw. Freeman. A quick throw there is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. That is Josh Hines-Allen working his way in for the sack. You can almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your 3rd grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. If they've stopped them 2 out of 3 times, usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 92 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 1.
39-yard line.
They give it to the first man through. It's Felton. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now Brady. Called in left side here by Jennings. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
That's good for a first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Eric Saubert taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
16.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Looking to put a drive together. They'll begin the drive with Sproles. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
In motion is Welker. Now a fake on the jet sweep. And they'll instead run up the middle. Here's 3rd and 3.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Freeman. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. 2nd and 13. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. operating from the gun. Freeman. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And this offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
At the 23-yard line.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Brady. On the slant, he's got Sanders. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They bring their punter out there now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 18. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Throwing to start the drive. Freeman. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for our visitors, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here,